Good morning, you guys. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Emma. Hi. It's currently Wednesday. Ooh. It is currently Wednesday. Damn near 9 o'clock. I'm running very late to work. I have started coming into work earlier. Being that it's almost 9 o'clock, I'm like running extra late. As you all may know, if you've watched my videos before, Wednesdays are third-party meeting days. But aside from that, I also need to absolutely complete at least 2 care plans that had started for 2 of our new residents. Very sweet ladies. So I need to get that done sometime during the day. I'm very tired this morning. I'm tired every morning, but just today was very rough for me to get out of bed. I don't know what it was. I'm heading to work right now. We'll see what the day brings. I haven't had any calls or text messages about anybody calling out for morning shifts, so I am hoping and guessing that we're fully staffed this morning so that I can just lock myself in the office and get some work done. The usual routine when I get to work, of course I'm going to unpack all my stuff and then have stand up with the rest of management, and then after that I have a CTM meeting. What does CTM stand for? Care team meeting. My brain is all over the place today. I have the care team meeting. It should be with me, the ED, and the other nurse. She's going to be running in late this morning because she's moving. So basically it's just going to be myself and the ED. We pretty much go over, we run reports, the 24-hour reports, to see if there's any undocumented medications, if there are any holes in the MAR to where medications were not given, any discrepancies. We pull incident reports, we pull reports of those who are on antibiotics, anybody who should be on the watch list. For example, if there's someone who's actively transitioning, we discuss that, and then pretty much fill out this packet that requires all of that information. And then on Fridays, she submits the entire week's worth of CTM packets to corporate. What else? I'm going to follow up with the staff upstairs. I don't think they need anything from me in terms of like calling pharmacy for any medications, but I always ask them daily, just so that they have what they need in the cart. Tomorrow, speaking of in the cart, I was supposed to be on the cart tomorrow, Thursday, but I had to remove myself from the schedule because corporate is going to be here once again. They're going to be here tomorrow. They want to see how we conduct our new hire orientation. We haven't been doing things correctly, so corporate just wants to see how we conducted, from start to finish. And so they requested that all of management be in attendance during the new hire orientation. We hired 5 new people. Hopefully they get to stay because we need all 5 of them. The hires that we had from the beginning of this month, they're doing okay. With the exception of one of them, she tends to just be a sitter. She sits a lot. She does her work, but she sits a lot. Other managements always find her sitting around. And I understand that no one can be on their feet all day long without sitting. I understand that. They get little breaks in between taking care of residents, but the common consensus is that she sits around a lot. And then also she's got she's unfiltered a little bit, so her mouth tends to get her in trouble. I have yet to have complaints from residents, but they've been complaining to the other management, so that kind of makes me feel like, you know, I now I need to do something about it. I've had quite a few verbals her about her sitting around just looking unproductive, but right now it's getting to the point where the business office manager sent myself and the ED an email to basically, you know, plan to have a meeting with her to discuss a few things. So I'm bummed about that, because I really tried to, you know, be verbal about it with her and just approach her just privately without everybody being in the know that I'm constantly having talks with her. But it sounds like now we're moving up to just writing her up, and it's unfortunate. She's a good worker. I rely on her a lot, especially during second shift, because we use a lot of agency during second shifts, and because she works that shift a lot, I depend on her to just basically lead and guide agency staff that come in, because she does a good job. It's just her mouth gets her in trouble sometimes. Anyways, I'm hoping for a really good day. I'm so sorry if my energy is just low. I'm just tired and out of it. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a coffee drinker. I do drink tea, but I haven't had tea in quite a while. So we're just going to hope for the best and head on to work. All right, y'all. If you're new here, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have subscribed already. This channel is basically me just documenting my journey as an LPN in management. I will be incorporating a little bit of lifestyle vlogs on here, but for the most part, I just enjoy sharing a little bit of my work life with you all. So if this is something that you're interested in, please subscribe. Comment down below if you're new. What do you do? And if you have any suggestions or any questions, leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to make a video. The third-party meeting today lasted a little longer than it usually does. I just had quite a few follow-up questions for the nurse that was there from the home health agency that we use. I had questions about some of our residents that they're currently taking care of, wound issues that I needed some follow-up answers about, and then I had a resident who needed some wound care for the skin tear that she had. So essentially it's just an opportunity for me to let them know about some residents who may need to be onboarding their services, and then some residents whom I feel like, you know, they've used up all the resources that they could with home health. And so that's when we just kind of talk about discharging them and following up with that plan. But the day started off okay. This morning during our management meeting, there was just some concerns that were brought up about one of our residents. So that was my number one priority, to follow up on that early that morning before the third party meeting. I got that done, came back in my office, and started my day. Guys, I know that it looks like I spend most of my day in the office, but believe it or not, these little clips, moments, or, you know, that you guys see is probably like maybe 40% of my day is spent in the office typing away. Most of the time I'm in the halls, I'm talking to residents, talking to staff, following up, running into family members. Usually when you see the nurse, you're just kind of like this magnet for, a catch-all for all the issues that's going on in the building. And of course, it's part of my job to make sure that, things are running smoothly. So most of my work day is literally spent walking back and forth, following up with doctors, following up with nurse practitioners, following up with other staff members. So I say this to say I know that I started my channel just documenting my journey as an LPN in management. I just want y'all to know that my day is not spent in this office. I work where people live, so I have to respect their privacy and abide to HIPAA policy. This is a part of my day that I enjoy so much. So, a few days out of the week, we actually we have people come over to play whatever instrument. Sometimes they're volunteers, and sometimes we pay them a little bit of money to come in and sing or play instruments for residents. And that's what you all heard. We had a violinist come in and play for like a full hour. The residents always enjoy that, and it's something nice and different for them during the day, to just kind of enjoy music, socializing, entertainment, and all that. So this is pretty much a busy day, like always. Um, I know that I have a few viewers of my channel who are starting this position for the very first time. I know I had a few questions in the comment section below. I answer them to the best of my abilities, but I would also like to do a Q&A. If you guys want me to do a Q&A about particular topics, any questions, specific questions that you have in regards to a wellness director. I know that some companies call it something else, but essentially you're an LPN who manages the care and the staff in an assisted living facility. So if this is a new role that you are embarking in, or you're just curious about it and you have questions, just let me know down below, and I'll be more than happy to do a Q&A video. But I just have a little bit of advice for anybody who's new to this role. Um, it's a lot. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It is a lot. You're making sure that people are healthy as much as possible. The quality of their lives is up to par. You're making sure that the staff is taking care of these residents to the best of their ability. You're making sure that care plans are updated. You're making sure that you're communicating with the family members about any changes in their loved one care plan. It's a lot. There's a lot of moving pieces, but I say this: if this is your first time working as a wellness director, please, 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 from the very beginning, from day one, make sure that you are being trained appropriately and that you're given the tools and the resources and the support that you need. Okay? With that being said, I appreciate all of you guys who are tuned in, who have subscribed to my channel. It means so much. We are over like 230 subscribers right now, and I am so happy and really, really appreciative of all of you who are enjoying this content. I'm mainly doing this for people who are interested or who absolutely had no idea that there is such a thing as an LPN working in management in assisted living facility. I know that there's not a lot of videos, content out there about this. Most people work in nursing homes and hospitals. And so I just wanted to make sure that I start this channel to just show you guys a different side of what LPNs can do. With that being said, I want to give a huge, huge, huge shout out to a, a wonderful nurse who subscribed to my channel from the very beginning. She also has a YouTube channel. Her name, it's called According to Tawanda. She's wonderful. Please follow her channel. She's an RN nurse right now, currently working as a home health nurse. I just absolutely love that there's channels like ours that provide both, you know, an educational part of it and just gives you another view of what other sectors of nursing may look like. So, yeah, so I'm really appreciative of all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate all of you guys' support, and let's continue to grow. Let's continue to, teach each other things in the comment section. If you guys have any suggestions of anything else that you'd like to see from me, please feel free to leave them down below. But anyway, so this is me just continuing on with my day. I did say that I was going to have a goal of completing care plans, at least 2 care plans per day. And I may not always have the time and the opportunity to complete 2, at least 1 per day. They're so lengthy because there is so much to add on or to do when it comes to making or adjusting care plans. I use point click care. So if you guys want me to make a separate video, about all the components of a care plan and what needs to go in it, just let me know. I can walk you guys through the process from the very beginning when I'm meeting a resident, doing an assessment, and doing a care plan. But yeah, that's essentially my day, going over care plans, going back and forth with pharmacy, making sure residents and family members are okay. I did have a fall today. Thank God they didn't go to the hospital, but this is actually a resident who's been on my watch for a while because of these consistent falls. And so I had to write an email and follow up with her nurse practitioner to just let her know what's going on. But yeah, this is the ending of my day. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all at my next vlog. Bye-bye.